For Kelly Fizgibbons, life in the quiet village of Coitsimperf at 40 years old, she was living with her partner Robert and their two beautiful daughters in a lovely detached home in West Sussex. Harold Ava was energetic and girlic, telling anyone who listened that she wanted to be a princess when she grew up here. Old Lehi was cheeky and mischievous with the signature Fitzgibbon's curly hair that matched her mad hairstyle. Kelly worked as a party legal secretary and spake to her identical twin sister Emma every single day. Her Facebook bio said simply, totally in love with my baby girls. To the outside, they were a happy, loving family. Kelly's social media showed smiling faces, family days out, and precious moments with her girls. But behind her perfect past lay a dark reality that Kelly never shared with anyone, not even her twin sister. On 29 Марта 2020-го, as Britain entered its first COVID lockdown, that reality утих плоде in the most unthinkable way. In a single night of violence, this loving family would be destroyed by the very man who was supposed to protect them. Келли Фицгиббонс was born on December 30, 1979 at St. Richard's Hospital, Chicha, just 7 minutes after her identical twin sister, Emma. The twins grew up in Shetland, West Sussex, enjoying what Emma later described as an idyllic and happy childhood. They attended Finkton Primary School and born community together, making up dance routines and performing plays for their family. A 1996 home video shows the inseparable twins dancing to the Spicy Girls one app. Kelly had longed for children for years, and when eventually arrived, they became her whole world. She was described universally as kind, caring, funny, and always smiling. Emma said Kelly was the person who made her the most. Her family said she was the heart of everything they did. Роберт Нем was 42 years old, a self-employed builder who ran Нидэм building services from the field. Those who knew him described a quiet, thoughtful man who was always there to help when needed. His family called him quiet and thoughtful son and brother. Kava was said to be a real daddy's girl. The couple had been together for over a decade and lived at the field lane in Woodmancourt with Robert 77 Morin, who owned the property. Robert, Kelly, and the girls lived in 3 in their section of the house, whilst Robert worked on building an extension for the family. The house valued between £500,000 and £600,000 had previously been set as a Kirchameron by the family. They seemed to be doing well financially. Just 25 days before the tragedy on 4 Марта 2020-го, they had purchased their current barreled investment property. They had restructured their mortgages so that rental income from their first property varied bought. To everyone who knew them, they appeared to be a happy and loving couple planning for the but their appearances can be deceiving. What emerged later would paint a very different picture of life behind closed doors. Robert's building company had been dissolved in October 2019, months before the killings, leaving him as what one witnesses described as an or tough work builder. Earning capital pressures were mounting. Теку прохід був рот опрохіматили фунт 20,000 from Morin. Келлі хід 3,000 фунта in credit card debt. Роберт аде 14,000 фунта on a bank loan. Text messages examined during his subsequent investigation revealed troubling dynamics in the relationship. Kelly's messages showed that Robert was prone to anger and shouting. In an exchange, Kelly asked him to be civil in front of the girls. She told him she dreaded coming home. She asked him not to bang the door and shout. In another message, she said she was getting out of his way because she could see how angry he was. Robert regularly spent days away from the family, leaving Kelly to manage their young children alone. The messages painted a picture of a woman walking on eggshells around her partner's temper. Most significantly, on 5 of February 2020, Kelly sent Robert a WhatsApp message that would prove chilling in hindsight. She wrote, "I think we should have a break and see how we both feel." Robert responded, "If that's how you really feel." The couple reportedly agreed to a trial separation to try to repair her relationship, but Kelly never told anyone about his problems. Her identical twin Emma on her side, Kelly had never told me Rob was violent towards her and the girls in any way. I thought life was good. This silence would prove to be tragically significant. Kelly was suffering alone, maintaining the image of a perfect family life whilst privately rendering what experts would later recognize as signs of emotional erosion cursory control to be in his quiet exterior. Роберт Нем was struggling with demons of HS and he had been treated for depression as a teenager in the 1990s and again in 2003 he had visited HSP in 2013 caring planning of work-related stress and that a documented history of suicidal thoughts. Her perhaps most concerning was his long-term cocaine Хебельхин 2017-2018, Хихит Саут Медичал Attention for Spain, Telling Killit was caused by dust and debris from his building work and anti-consultant concluded it was actually caused by cocaine damage to his nasal passages. Kelly never knew the truth. Her analysis conducted after VHS the solution firm cocaine UC in the 3 months preceding the killings. In the days leading up to the murders, Robert had made 3 unsuccessful attempts to purchase cocaine. In 2016, Роберт Нем had successfully applied for a shotgun license. In 2017, he was granted a firearm certificate. What happened during that application process would later be described as a catalog of failures that possessed critical weaknesses in Britain's gun licensing system. When Nем applied for a shotgun certificate to Hampshire police, he lied on the application form about several crucial details. He failed to disclose a police caution he had received at age 25 for involvement in bicycle theft. He admitted VHS history of depression treatment. He didn't mention HAS visit in 2013 for work-related stress. When a firearms inquiry officer visited Нидэм for a mandatory home interview, Нем was confronted about his emissions. He claimed HAS partner Kelly had filled out the form because he didn't write well. Kelly's family letter confirmed the form was clearly in Robert's handwriting. When pressed about the undisclosed police caution, Nем claimed he didn't think it was relevant because it was a long time ago. A deputy discovering that Nем had lied on his application, police still granted him the license. The officer recommended sending a disclosure warning letter advising against failing to disclose information in future applications. That letter was never sent. IT felt HR the crux when the Sassy transferred from Hampshire Police to Sassex Police in 2017, when Nем applied for a firearm certificate, VHS surgery was asked to comment on HAS suitability. The surgery said IT did not have the capacity to respond. The license was granted anyway. By 2019, Nем had sold all of HAS weapons and owned none. For 9 months, he was a licensed gun owner with no guns. That would change in March 220 on 20 March 2020, the day Britain entered its first COVID lockdown. Роберт Нем walked into a registered firearms dealer and purchased a shotgun. He told the dealer he wanted 84 shooting pigeons. He didn't purchase ammunition on that day, but a bag of shotgun cartridges would later be found on the family's dining table. Just 8 days later, that legal purchased weapon would be used to destroy an entire family. The last weekend of March 2020 was a time of uncertainty for everyone in Britain. The country had just entered lockdown and families everywhere were adjusting to a new reality. For the Нидэм family, it would be their last weekend to get 2 days before her death on Friday 27 March. Kelly posted photos on Facebook of a family countryside walk with the caption, "Our walk for the day," accompanied by a heart emoji. The family outing was unusual. Robert rarely joined in such activities, preferring to stay home or work. The next day, the family ordered HNC. The delivery driver who brought IT to their door would be the last person to see their life. That evening, Robert participated in what his sister later described as a related fetching call at approximately 6:20 p.m. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Their children were put to bed after the call. What nobody knew was that earlier that day, Robert had been assembling a playhouse in the garden for Ava and Lee. He was putting together something his beautiful children would never get to play in, knowing they would never see another day. There in the evening, Robert made small charitable donations to the Red Cross and Shelter behavior that was completely out of character for him. At 11:45 вечера, he sent a friend a video clip about suicide featuring a man whose wife had just killed herself as part of a suicide pact. The man in the video was laughing. Robert's mother Maureen, who lived in another section of their property, later told investigators, shortly after the call, "I heard a loud door crash. Shortly after that, I heard banging." She believed the noises were the girls jumping on furniture, something that wasn't unusual in a house with young children. What Maureen didn't know was that during their night or early that morning, Роберт Нем had taken HAS shotgun and systematically murdered HAS entire family before turning the weapon on himself. It would be almost 24 hours before anyone discovered what had happened. By Sunday evening, Kelly's family was becoming concerned. She hadn't been answering her phone, and Tice wasn't like her. Kelly spoke to her twin sister every single day without fail. The silence was troubling. At approximately 6:45 вечера on 29 March, Kelly's uncle, Ronald P. arrived at the property after being contacted by Maureen, who was also read about the family's welfare van answered the door. He decided to investigate further. Pirkak climbed through an open window into the topless bedroom. What he found inside found him front of both goals, Ava and Lehi, were lying side by side under the Duvert interparents double bed, wearing terpihams Kelly was on the floor near the bedroom door. Robert was in the hallway with shotgun pointed at his head. The family Staffordshire Bull Terrier Billy was also dead. Pirkak immediately called 999 15 minutes. The quiet village of Udmancoit was swarming with police vehicles and ambulances. But it was far too late to help. The Sussex police launched a murder investigation designated Operation Sotten. The scale of the tragedy shocked the experienced officers. Detective Inspector Charlotte Rimmer led the investigation into what would become one of the most thorough examinations of a domestic homicide in recent British history. Postmortem examination conducted on 2 and 3 April revealed full horror of what had occurred. The ballistics expert who attended the session was able to determine that 6 shots had been fired and all had hit their intended target. There was no struggle between two parties with the weapon. All evidence suggested that Kelly was taken completely by surprise at Robert's absence. The investigation revealed crucial details about the timeline. The killings had occurred sometime after the first call on Saturday evening, but forensic evidence suggested they may have happened in the morning. What was certain was that Robert had killed his partner and children before taking his own life. The full inquest was held at Hersham Coroner's Court from 11 to 15 July 2022, presided over by Assistant Coroner Bridget Dalton QC. Police officials admitted that Robert's application for a gun license would not have been approved under current guidelines. The coroner is asking about the lack of scrutiny, noting there was no record of any probing of which is retrolimp excuses. The coroner concluded, the only person who is responsible for the deaths of his family is Robert Nem, but she also admitted something that would haunt the family. In so this inquest has not been able to answer why his atrocity happened. Kelly's identical twin sister, Emma, refused to let their deaths be in vain. She established the Kelli Fицgibbons Foundation and campaigned tirelessly for stricter gun laws. Emma met with Home Office ministers including Jess Phillips and Dame Diana Johnson. She appeared on BBC Breakfast and ITV News multiple times, became a trustee of the Kill to Women charity, and attended the House of Commons to discuss licensing changes. Her demands were clear. Refuse licenses to applicants wholly. Deny licenses to those with recurring depression. Implement annual reviews instead of yearly ones and require mandatory reporting of health changes. To Emma said if he hadn't got a firearms license, it's likely our family would still be alive today. When she launched her fundraising campaign for a memorial bench seeking fund 800, donations reached fund 7,430. The bench was installed at Bosham Football Club where the twins had spent their childhood. In August 2025, years of campaigning finally bore fruit. The Home Office announced some comprehensive reforms to firearms licensing that explicited Woodman Code. Policing Minister Diana Johnson stated, the events in Woodman Code in 2020 plummeted in 2021, and other cases provide a tragic reminder of what can happen when these weapons are in the hands of the wrong people. The reforms included requiring 2 hours freeze for shotgun applications instead of 1, making any evidence of dishonesty grounds for refusal, and mandatory interviews with partners and household members. Responding to the changes, Emma said, I'm really pleased that the government is strengthening the current firearms licensing guidance because these changes are very welcome and it is pleasing to finally feel listened to after 5 years of campaigning to make the system safe. Kelli Fizgibbons was born 7 minutes after her twin sister and lived her life devoted to her daughters. For a old Ava Нидэм wanted to be a princess when she grew up. 2-year-old Нидэм loved to snuggle up for cuddles and story time. They deserved some more than the violence that ended their lives. In memory of Kelly, Ava, and Lehi, may they never be forgotten.